representing Spartans from the University of Tampa. Batting first, playing center field, number 8, Jordan Lava. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Drew Earhart. Batting third, playing right field, number 19, EJ Cumbo. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 26, Dan Sullivan. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 29, Luke Glancy. Batting eighth and catching, number 25, Josh Rulai. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. The starting pitcher for the Spartans is number 21, Nick Long. And now, the starting lineup for your Embry Riddle Eagles. Batting first, playing left field, number 5, Andrew Martinez. Batting second, playing second base, number 8, Nick Hoffman. Batting third, playing right field, number 42, Zach Coldsnow. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 33, Robert Post. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 7, Jeremy Kennedy Davis. Batting sixth and catching, number 20, Garrett Bogarts. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 10, Kevin Vittoria. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 44, Richie Lakes. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 12, Danny Trio. The starting pitcher for the Eagles is number 19, Garner Spoljarek.
Welcome to Sligo Stadium. We're here on the campus of Embry Riddle Aeronautical University for the series finale between the top-ranked Spartans of the University of Tampa and the Eagles of Embry Riddle Aeronautical University. Tampa won Friday 4-0, and they win the opener today 9-2 in a game that was very, very close, very evenly played until the last 3 innings, where the Spartans scored seven unanswered runs, 6 of them unearned, to come away with a 9-2 win over Embry Riddle. Let's meet the starting lineups here in the series finale. Leading off for the Spartans in center field, Jordan Lala. Batting second is the shortstop, Drew Earhart. Batting third, the right fielder, he's EJ Cumbo. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Dan Sullivan. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jamarcus Lyons. Batting sixth, the DH, Giovanni Lorenzo. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Luke Glancy. Batting eighth is the catcher, Josh Rulai. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. The starting pitcher for Tampa, righty, Nick Long. We'll talk a little bit more about him in the bottom of the first. For Embry Riddle, they'll line up like this. Leading off, playing left, Andrew Martinez. Batting second, the second baseman, Nick Hoffman. Batting third, the right fielder, Zach Coldsnow. Cleanup hitter for the Eagles, first baseman, Robert Post. Batting fifth, the DH, Jeremy Kennedy Davis. Catching in the series finale is Garrett Bogart. He bats sixth. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Kevin Vittoria. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Richie Lakes. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Danny Trio. On the bump for Embry Riddle, number 19, a righty, Garner Spoljarek. 2-1 with a 2.57 ERA. 10 appearances, 5 starts, 28 innings, 8 earned runs, 12 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .226 against him. Eagles just about ready to break their huddle. Head out there and try to salvage at least one game of this series Tampa has already claimed the series victory. They have not lost a series yet this year. They are 28-3 on the year, 13-1 in Sunshine State Conference action. Eagles will try to put the defensive woes from Game 1 behind them here in Game 2. Lala, Earhart, and Cumbo to lead things off for the Spartans here in the series finale. Talk a little bit more about Garner Spoljarek for Embry Riddle. Senior transfer from Stetson. And his counterpart, Nick Long, also a transfer from Stetson. So I'm sure they are very well acquainted, now pitching for different teams in Division II. Spoljarek out of Lyle, Ontario. Last weekend against Eckerd, went 4 2/3, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits with 5 strikeouts. Week before that at West Florida, went 2 1/3 against the Argonauts. Gave up 1 earned run on 4 hits with a couple of strikeouts. Best outing of the year was 6 2/3 against Palm Beach Atlantic. Gave up just 1 run on 4 hits, 5 Ks. Before that, he went 4 innings against Bridgeport, where he did not allow an earned run, only 3 hits with 6 strikeouts. He will face Lala, Earhart, and Cumbo here in the top of the first. Lala went 4 for 6 in the day's opener with a couple of RBIs. First pitch from Spoljarek to Lala is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Tampa improved to 14-10 all-time against the Blue and Gold with the opening victory today. The 1-1. That one's hit to left, and we'll get in there for a leadoff base hit for Jordan Lala. Shortstop Drew Earhart will step to the plate. He's caught. He's played short. He's played third in this series.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Drew Earhart.
He was 1 for 6 with an RBI and a run scored earlier today. Spoljarek will loft to throw to first. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is not his best move. That ball may have gone higher than it actually went distance-wise. Went higher vertically than horizontally. First pitch to Earhart, misses. Let's set the defense for the Eagles. From left to right in the outfield, Martinez, Trio, Cold Snow. Lake's getting the start at third today. Vittoria, the shortstop. Hoffman at second. Post at first. Bogart moves from third to behind the dish here in the series finale. Spoljarek's 1-0, right down the middle for a strike. Make it 1-2 after that nice pitch from Spoljarek. Lala over there at first. 6 of 7 entering the day in steal attempts this year. He did steal a base in Game 1, so that makes him 7 of 6 on the season. He does lead the team in that category. Full count here to Earhart with a runner on first. Lala will be moving on this pitch, I'm assuming. No, he was not. Swings and misses. Throw gets away from post at first, and Lala's going to go first. So he's going to stop at second. Eagles' bad defense continues. So Earhart does strike out for out number one, but a poor throw from Bogart to post will allow Lala to move to second base.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 19, E.J. Tumbo.
Brings up Cumbo. Cumbo was 3 for 5 with 2 runs in the day's opener. Entered the day 380 on the year. Lofts one to right. Colt Snow takes a step in and now about 6 steps back. Makes the catch. Runner will tag Lala from second, and he will pull into third easily. Two outs for the first baseman, Dan Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 5. He did score a run, though, earlier today.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 26, Dan Sullivan.
First pitch from Spoljaric to Sullivan. Stays a little high for a ball. Shannon Jernigan moves behind the plate here for game 2. Gary Glover out in the field. Spoljaric's 1-0. Too far inside, almost hit Sullivan. 2 balls, no strikes. Embry Riddle 14 and 16 after dropping the first 2 games of this series. 4 and 10 in league action. The 2-0 popped up, should get out of play, and it will. Some scores, some earlier results today. St. Leo beat Nova 15-4, and Florida Southern beat Rollins 2-1. That one's popped up. That one might stay in play. Let's see. It's in foul territory. Lake, Snow, Vittoria. He makes the catch for the third and final out. So the error doesn't haunt the Eagles here in the first. We go to the bottom of the inning. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
Let's talk a little bit about Nick Long, right-hander for the Spartans. 6'1", 210-pound senior out of Sarasota. As I said, transferred in from Stetson. He also has spent time at the University of Florida and the State College of Florida. So far this season, 5-0 with a 2.21 ERA, 36 and 2/3 innings of work, 44 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 220 against him. It'll be Martinez, Hoffman, and Cold Snow here in the first frame for Embry Riddle. If anyone reaches, Robert Post. Martinez hitting 284. He was 1 for 4 in the day's opener. Long like Herb on Friday night, working exclusively out of the stretch. Michael Paul, game 1 starter today, did work out of the windup with nobody on base. Long's 0-1. That one's hit to left. Left fielder Glancy going over. He's got it for out number 1. Brings up Nick Hoffman. Hoffman moving from the 9-hole up to the 2-hole. He was 1 for 3 with a double in game 1. Up to 208 on the season. Long's first pitch to Hoffman. As Lyons, the third baseman, is playing in on the grass. Now he takes a step back onto the dirt. The 1-0. Just misses off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Make it 3-0. Hoffman will surely be taking this pitch from Long. .3-0 on the way. That one catches the inside corner. Cold Snow on deck. Hoffman will try to be a table setter for him. Long's 3-1 offering. Slapped on the left field line. If it's fair, it's extra bases, but it's foul. Looks like Randy Stiegel is starting the game in the third base coach's box. Payoff pitch on its way. Fouled back. We'll do it again. The 3-2 again. Fouled off again. Hoffman awaits the 3-2. Fouled off. That one should get out of play. It will. 8-pitch at bat right now between Hoffman and Long. That one's too low, and Hoffman will win the battle here in inning number 1. He'll walk to first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 42, Zach Cold Snow.
Cold Snow, the Eagles' leading hitter entering the day, although he's been passed by Jeremy Kennedy Davis. Those two have bounced back and forth the last few games. First pitch to Cold Snow, misses. Cold Snow is 0 for 3, although he probably feels like he got jobbed a little bit. Thought he had a solo homer early in the game and then was hit by a pitch, but the field umpire, Shannon Jernigan at the time, said he swung at it. So he was called out because he had 2 strikes on him. Very easily could be 1 for 2, Zach, in game 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the first. That one's lofted to left. Left fielder Glancy going over. Center fielder Lala coming all the way over from center, and he'll make the catch to retire Cold Snow. 2 outs for Robert Post. Post playing first. He was the DH in the first game.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 33, Robert.
Post was 1 for 4 with an RBI in the opener. Throw to first and Hoffman back. Early scores from the other 2 SSC games. St. Leo leads Nova 1-0. Rollins and Florida Southern tied 0-0 in the fourth. Rollins and Florida Southern have combined for, I think, 4 total runs in their first 2+ games. That ball's hit right to Sullivan at first, and he'll snag it and step on the base to retire Post. We go to the second. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
That's no runs on.
It'll be Lyons, Lorenzo, and Glancy for the top-ranked Spartans here in the second. Garner Spoljarek worked around a leadoff single and a throwing error in the first inning. 0-0 ball game right now between the Spartans and Eagles. First pitch to Lyons is a called strike. The 0-1. This is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One fouled up and out of play. Look at over everyone's heads. Take a look at the Embry Riddle Athletics calendar this week. Pretty full, as the 1-1-2 is hit towards Hoffman at second. Easy play for him for out number 1. Men's golf will finish up their regular season tomorrow and Tuesday as they travel down to Miami Shores for the Battle at the Shores, hosted by Barry University. Softball hosts Flagler on Tuesday, while baseball heads up to Flagler in St. Augustine. Softball's got a doubleheader. Embry-Riddle baseball just 1 game against the Saints. Here's Giovanni Lorenzo. First pitch to Lorenzo. I'm not sure where that one missed. Pretty good from up here. On Wednesday, women's tennis plays at Florida Southern. JV baseball's got a doubleheader against Inspiration Academy. Men's lacrosse hosts Lynn at 4 p.m. and then a monumental matchup for women's lacrosse as they host Rollins at 7 p.m. That will be a battle of two top 15 teams in the country. Both undefeated, I believe. 2-1, fouled off down the left field line by Lorenzo. Thursday and Friday, cheerleading will compete for the first time in several years at the NCAA Collegiate National Championship, which is right here in Daytona Beach. At very specific times of 9:21 a.m. and 2:52 p.m. on Thursday, and then 6:52 on Friday. That ball's hit sharply through the whole left side of the infield. Lorenzo gets a one-out single. Brings up the left fielder, Luke Glancy. Men's tennis will play Florida Southern on Thursday. This weekend, on Friday and Saturday, track and field will compete at the South Florida Invitational over in Tampa. Baseball travels to Lynn this weekend. Softball hosts Lynn this weekend. That ball hit up the middle. Vittoria, step on the bag, throw to first. Kevin Vittoria will do it himself. Nice 6-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
That's no runs on one hit, no errors, and no one left on.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives. And that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bottom of the second, Embry Riddle will send Kennedy Davis, Bogart, and Vittoria to the plate to face off against Nick Long. Long gave up a walk in the first, but that was about it. Kennedy Davis went 2 for 4 with a run scored in our opener today. He's up to 345 on the year.
Leading off for the Eagles, the designated hitter, number 7, Jeremy Kennedy Davis.
First pitch from Long to Kennedy Davis. Misses away. 1-0. One zero is a called strike. 1-1. Make it 1-2. The 1-2 from Long to Kennedy Davis. Fouled back. Long comes set. There's 1-2 offering to Jeremy. Fouled off. Good battle. It's been a great day weather-wise. Great day so far if you're a Spartan. The 1-2 again. In the dirt. We're going to check Kennedy Davis, see if he went. He did not. Able to check his swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here. Bottom of the second inning. Two. Fouled off the hands. That one's hit to right and will drop in front of Cumbo and right. Great battle there from Jeremy Kennedy Davis.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Garrett Bogart.
Brings up Garrett Bogart. Bogart hitting .283 for the Eagles. First pitch catches the inside corner. Eagles have their first leadoff man aboard here. Popped him up to left. Left fielder Glancy takes a step and a half back. Now he's camped underneath it. Squeezes it for out number 1. Kevin Vittoria will come to the dish now. Vittoria 1 for 2 with a walk in the opener. He's been one of the lone bright spots defensively for the Eagles. Played very well. First pitch to Kevin, fouled back, and that was an interesting thing. A bird flew right in front of, it was not right in front of Long, but it was between Long and the in-home plate. Probably about 20 feet up in the air. Unusual. Fouled off by Vittoria, 0-2 the count. Kennedy Davis had first after a leadoff single. Long's 0-2. Hit towards second. Winkelmeyer to Earhart to Sullivan. 4-6-3 double play. We go to the third. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight. into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
Third inning about to begin. It'll be Josh Rulai to lead things off for the Spartans, the catcher, followed by Winkelmeyer, and then lineup will head back to the top of the order with Lala. 8-9-1 for the Spartans here in the third. First pitch from Spoljarek to Rulai is off the plate. Also next week, as I was talking about schedules for the Eagles this week, also next week on Friday is the annual Embry Riddle Blue and Gold Gala here in the ICI Center. And then early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Embry Riddle will host the 2022 Sunshine State Conference Women's Golf Championship up in Plantation Bay in Ormond. Count even 2-2 here between Spoljarek and Rulai. Bird keeps flying back between the going from the third base side to the first base side of the netting. Count is full here between Spoljarek and Rulai. Payoff pitch. Swung on. Did he go? Yes, he did. Bogart able to hold on. Rulai strikes out swinging for the first out here in the third inning. After this weekend and Tuesday against Flagler, Embry Riddle goes to Lynn next weekend. And then returns home to host Flagler on April 12th. And then they will host Florida Tech for a 3-game series on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a little bit of a different series schedule. It's due to Easter being on that Sunday. The 1-0 is a called strike. Then the Eagles head up to Americus, Georgia for a single game against Georgia Southwestern State on April 19th. And then finish up their road season schedule at St. Leo, April 22nd and 23rd. Final 2 series of the year will be here in Sliwa Stadium. Florida Southern, April 29th and 30th, and then a 2-week break before the Berry Buccaneers come to town on May 8th and 9th. The 2-2. Did he go? I think most of the people in attendance here thought that Winkelmeyer went around on that pitch. Again, field umpire being at first base with the lefty at the dish. I still have not seen them overrule the home plate umpire on a swing or not. Payoff pitch is high, and Spoljarek will walk Winkelmeyer. Brings up Jordan Lala. Lala singled. Moved all the way to third in the first, but was stranded there. For the Spartans after this weekend, they go up to Cleveland, Tennessee for a very intriguing non-conference series in the middle of the year. You almost never see something like that once conference play gets going in earnest. First pitch to Lala is a called strike. Lee started the year as a top 15 team, but I think they've struggled recently. And I'll have to see. I'll look them up and see how their record's doing. Lee was a NAIA powerhouse along with Embry Riddle for many, many years. Both Lee and Embry Riddle made the transition to D2. Lee, I think, 1 or 2 years before Embry Riddle. Yeah, Lee 17-17 right now in the season, so they're not having the season that they were hoping for. The 0-2 from Spoljarek to Lala. Hit pass post at first. Winkelmeyer's going to try to go first to third, and he will. Spartans have something cooking here. With one out in the third. Batter is the shortstop, Drew Earhart. Following their series against Lee, Tampa will host Barry and then host Florida Southern. Travel to Lynn. Travel to Rollins. And then host Eckerd way at the end of the year. I mean, that is... Yeah, that's the 12th and 13th of May. First pitch to Earhart is high. 1-0. No conference tournament in the SSC for baseball, unfortunately. Spoljarek's 1-0. Popped up. Shallow left. Left center. Who's going to get it? It'll be Martinez. Runner tags. I think Winkelmeyer left early. They're going to see if he did. I think he did. Yes, he did. 7-2-6. That's a double play, and the Spartans are retired. No runs scored. Winkelmeyer left early on that fly ball to left. We go to the bottom of the inning. Embry Riddle 0, Spartan 0. Let's see if that interesting play there is the runner left early from third on a what could have been a sacrifice fly. See if that sparks anything in the Eagle offense. It'll be Lakes, Trio, and Martinez, 8-9-1 to face Nick Long here in the bottom of the third. Richie Lakes hitting 154. He did get a pinch hit in the ninth of game one. Went 0 for 1. Eagles just one hit so far. That was Kennedy Davis's back in the second. Lakes transferred Embry Riddle from the University of South Florida. First pitch to Lakes. A little too far inside, 1-0. 158, the announced attendance for Game 2 today. A 1-0. Too high. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss on the 2-0 from Long. Make it 2-2. Lakes wears number 44, and he swings through that pitch. 3 consecutive swings and misses from Lakes. 1 away here in the 3rd. Bring up Danny Trio.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12, Danny Trio.
Trio, number 12. Last worn by Kyle Gutveg, one of the all-time great Embry Riddle hitters. Also, the all-time leader in outfield assists in Embry Riddle history. I think he's got more than double of the next closest player, if I'm not mistaken. The 0-1 from Long to Trio. Swing and a miss. That one's to the left, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder, Glancy. 1 out base knock for Trio brings up Andrew Martinez.
Now batting, number 5, Andrew Martinez.
Yeah, 22 outfield assists all time for Kyle Gutveg. Next closest is 11. First pitch to Martinez. Runner Trio takes off for second. Good throw. And, somehow Trio's able to get underneath the tag from Earhart. I thought that was a good throw from Rulai. Count is 0-1 here to Martinez. Has a runner in scoring position in Danny Trio. Time call. A long look in there from Long. Didn't mean to make that pun, but had to. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a friend in college named Ryan Short. He was a great basketball player, NAI All-American at Cedarville University. Imagine at some point in the history of college athletics there has been a short and a long on the same team, as that ball is flied to pretty deep center, but Lala is there. Trio will tag, and he will advance to third. Puts a runner at third, but now there are 2 outs for Nick Hoffman. Hoffman drew a walk in his first plate appearance.
Now batting, number 8, Nick Hoffman.
Long will step off. I wonder if there's ever been a law firm of a long and short. First pitch to Nick is in there for a strike. Or you could have a newspaper duo, weekly article called The Long and the Short of It. I'm really going off on this tangent right now. The 0-1 to Hoffman almost hits him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trio at third here. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. We're still scoreless between the Eagles and the Spartans. Hoffman awaits the 1-1. Hit towards short. Earhart, couple of hops. Throw to first. Just in time to get Hoffman. Eagles go somewhat quietly in the third. We're still scoreless. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Leading off for the Spartans, number 19, E.J. Cumbo.
E.J. Cumbo to start things off. Hits a chopper over the glove of Gardner Spoljarek. Cumbo leads off with a single. Cumbo's got 4 hits on the day. Would not be surprised to see him try to steal second base here.
Now batting, number 26,
Dan Sullivan fouled out to Vittoria down the left field line to end the first. First pitch to Sullivan. Ripped. Oh, just past the glove of Kevin Vittoria. Kevin needs to be about 1.5 inches taller, and he would have had that one. Cumbo moves up to second. Back-to-back base hits for the Spartans here in the fourth. The batter will be Jamarcus Lyons.
Now batting, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons.
Tampa does have 11 sacrifice hits or bunts this year. Lyons will square. First pitch right into the glove of Bogart, but pops out. That's a pass ball. Well, Lyons won't be bunting anymore. Now he's got 2 RBI opportunities. Eagles are going to bring the infield in here in the top of the fourth. The 1-0 to Lyons. Good pitch from Spoljarek, 1-1. Anything into the outfield should score at least 1. Base hit probably scores 2. Spoljarek's 1-1. Just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Lyons awaits the 2-1. Here it is. Hit towards Victoria. Got a glove on it. Unable to keep it in the infield. Base hit.
Now batting, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo.
Brings up Giovanni Lorenzo. First pitch to Lorenzo from Spoljarek. Fouled back. Spartans take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. Check swing. Did he go? Doesn't matter. It's called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch will be Spoljarek's 50th. Here it is to Lorenzo. Into there. Nice block by Bogart. That one's hit past post, diving at first. Another run will score. Lyons stops at second. It's 2-0 Spartans.
Now batting, number 29, Luke Glancy.
Luke Glancy, the batter. 2 runs already in. Still no outs here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Big hack there from Luke Glancy. 4 consecutive singles for the Spartans here in the fourth. Big swing and a miss again. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 1 here in the fourth.
Now batting, number 25, Josh Riddle.
Josh Rulai will step to the plate. He struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. First pitch inside, almost hits Rulai on the jersey sleeve. 1 ball, no strikes. Lyons at second, Lorenzo at first. 2 runs in here for the Spartans. They lead at 2-0. Spoljarek will try to get out of this inning without any further damage. Rulai's going to lift one to right. Cold Snow makes the catch on a line for the second out. Brings up the second baseman, Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer was the runner at third that left early back in the third inning on what would have been a sacrifice fly had he not left early. First pitch from Spoljarek to Winkelmeyer. Hit to straightaway center. Trio makes the catch over his head for the third and final out. Winkelmeyer hit that one on the screws, but unfortunately right to Trio. 2 runs do score on 4 hits. 2 get stranded. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Eagles down 2-0.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
Bottom of the fourth. Eagles now trailing 2-0. It'll be Cold Snow post. And Kennedy Davis, 3-4-5 in the Eagle lineup to face off against Nick Long. First pitch to Cold Snow is swung on and missed. Cold Snow 0 for 1. One popped up. It'll be foul. Can Cumbo get there? No, it's actually going to get into the Spartan pen. Long has not gone longer than 6 innings this year. He did that against St. Leo back on March 19th. Other than that, he's been consistently 4 or 5 innings. Ooh, and that one hits Cold Snow on the back. Cold Snow is a little shaken up there. That one's going to sting. Brings up Robert Post.
Now batting, number 33, Robert Post.
First pitch to post is a called strike. Eagles have their leadoff man aboard for the second time in 4 innings. They've had a runner in every inning. Haven't been able to push across a run, though. The 0-1 from Long to post with cold snow at first. Swing and a miss. Long's only struck out 1 so far, but he's only allowed 2 hits as well. There's another strikeout. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Kennedy Davis. Long came into the game with 44 Ks and 36 and 2/3 innings.
Now batting, number 7, Jeremy Kennedy Davis.
He's got 46 strikeouts now in 40 innings this year. Jeremy Kennedy Davis, 1 for 1, singled back in the second. Fouls the first pitch he sees right back to the netting behind home plate. The 0-1 from Long. That one's hit the left. Left fielder Glancy running towards the line. And it's going to be a foul ball. Kennedy Davis with some new life. The 0-2. Ooh, just missed. Pitch looked pretty good from my vantage point. One thing Long has done exceptionally well is work in front of batters. Has not been behind very often. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Long after he hit cold snow with a pitch. Batter will be Garrett Bogart.
Now batting, number 20, Garrett Bogart.
It's that one right back up the box for a base hit. Cold snow moves to second. Third base hit against Long today for Embry Riddle. Kevin Vittoria will step into the box. Kevin grounded into a double play that ended the second inning.
Now batting, number 10, Kevin Vittoria.
Two on, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th. Eagles down 2-0. That one's hit towards short, deep in the hole. Earhart trying the jump throw, and that's going to get away. That's going to be a hit and an error. 1 run will score. Eagles cut the lead in half. Earhart tried to make it a spectacular play when he probably should have just put that one in his back pocket.
Now batting, number 44, Richie Lakes.
Brings up Richie Lakes. 2 in scoring position for Lakes. First pitch to him from Long. Off the plate, 1-0. Would be bases loaded had Earhart just not tried to throw it. I mean, it was an amazing play up until the fact that the ball was out of the reach of the first baseman Sullivan's glove. He would not have gotten Vittoria. Vittoria was going to be safe. Two 2-0 here to Lakes. Pitch from Long. Make it 3-0. Trio on deck if Lakes reaches. The 3-0. Call strike. See, Sam Bruning just walked in. Sam, also a Embry Riddle baseball alum. Three-one pitch. Big swing there from Richie Lakes. Probably see Sam on the broadcast right now as he's shaking everyone's hands. Full count here to Lakes. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Fouled back. Lakes stays alive. Payoff pitch again from Long to Lakes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Long gets out of the inning without another run scoring. But the Eagles get their first run of the game. 2-1 after 4. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network. Top of the order for the Spartans here in the 5th. Lala, Earhart, and Cumbo against Garner Spoljarek. Spoljarek at 57 pitches. First pitch to Lala, who's 2 for 2. Low for a ball. Lala showed bunt there before pulling it back. Spoljarek's 1-0. Breaking ball catches the corner, 1-1. 2-1, Spartans over the Eagles here in the 5th. Spartans have already won the series, 4-0 on Friday, 9-2 in Game 1 today. They'll try for the sweep, and the Eagles will try to salvage one of the 3 games. One, two. In the dirt. Did he go? No, he didn't. Both teams have left 4 on the bases today. 2-2. Just off the plate. Spoljarek didn't like that call. Thought he caught the corner. Nobody up in the Eagle pen as of yet. Nobody up in the Spartan pen. The payoff pitch. Hit towards post. Kind of a little olay there, but he does snag it. Step in the bag for out number 1. Brings up Earhart. Earhart 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. Did make that error in the last half inning that allowed the first Eagle run to score. Sure, he would love to make up for it. Offensively here, first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Nova Southeastern has taken a 3-2 lead over St. Leo in their series finale. That game's in the 5th. Florida Southern still leads Rollins 2-1. That game's in the 6th. So those two teams, Rollins won 1-0 on a walk-off homer like in the 11th on Friday. Florida Southern won 2-1 earlier today, and now they lead 2-1 here in the series finale. So those two teams have combined for 7 total runs through nearly 27 innings of baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one's in the dirt. Count runs full to Earhart, the Spartan shortstop. Spoljarek's payoff pitch. In the dirt. Earhart will draw a walk. Second walk issued by Spoljarek. Brings up E.J. Cumbo. Cumbo 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 4th. Ooh, and that hits Cumbo in the back. Both starting pitchers now have hit an opposing batter. Puts 2 on for Dan Sullivan. He's 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the 4th as well. .70 pitches now for Garner. And a little bit of a jam here. First pitch to Sullivan. Misses high. 1-0. To Sullivan. That one's lifted deep to right. Cold Snow going back. That ball is gone. A 3-run homer for Dan Sullivan. First home run of the series for either team, and it's a 5-1 ball game. That ball was crushed off the bat of Dan Sullivan. That is Sullivan's 8th long ball of the year. 19th extra base hit of 2022. He got all of that pitch from Garner Spoljarek. Third baseman Jamarcus Lyons will step into the box. He's 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the fourth. And that hits him on the hands. And Randy Stiegel out of the dugout. That's probably going to do it for Spoljaric here in the top of the fifth. Although I don't see any Eagle in the pen, so I could be wrong. Nope, never mind.
Now batting, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo.
Brings up Giovanni Lorenzo. Now there's some action in the Eagle pen. Right-hander Warman. First pitch to Lorenzo is a called strike. Pitch 75 for Spoljaric. That ball's crushed to right center. That ball is going to one-hop the fence. Lyons will be held at third. Lorenzo's got himself a double. And the Spartans are threatening for more runs here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, number 29, Luke Glancy.
Luke Glancy will step into the box. A walk, a hit by pitch, a 3-run homer, another hit by pitch, and a double. Spartans up 5-1, threatening for more. Eagles are going to bring the infield in. First pitch to Glancy misses off the plate, 1-0. One-0 pitch, fouled back to the net. 1-1. Count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's crushed to right. Cold Snow will race back, and that one hits off the fence. 2 more runs will score. And the Spartans are teeing off right now on Spoljaric. Almost all these balls crushed to right. That'll do it for Spoljaric. Stiegel out of the dugout. We'll take a break.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Jonathan Martin will take over for Spoljaric here. 5 runs in the 5th. Runner at second is Luke Glancy. Catcher Josh Rulai at the dish. Spoljaric is responsible for Glancy at second. First pitch from Martin to Rulai, just a little high. Ball 1. Jonathan Martin's numbers: 1-1 in 7 appearances, a 6.75 ERA, 13 1/3 innings, 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .364 against him. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Martin's 1-1. Popped up behind home plate. Bogart. Well, hear it. Hit on top of the roof here and bounce a couple times. Martin looking for put-away pitch against Rulai here. His 1-2. In the dirt. Nice block by Bogart. Seven runs on 10 hits. 1 error for the Spartans. Still batting here in the 5th with 1 out and 1 on. 2-2 from Jonathan Martin. That one's hit down the left field line. If it's fair, it's going to be an extra base hit. It is fair. Glancy rounds third. He will score easily. Rulai in, sliding to second base with a double. 8-1, Tampa. Brings up Winkelmeyer, 9th batter for the Spartans here in the 5th. First pitch to Winkelmeyer. Low for a ball, 1-0. That pitch too far inside. 2 balls, no strikes. One home run and 3 doubles in this inning to go along with a walk and hit by pitch. 2 hit by pitches, sorry. So no singles. A lot of extra bases. Count 3-1 here to the second baseman, Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer 0 for 1. He did walk earlier in the contest. Martin's 3-1 offering. That one's hit to the left side. There's going to be a single. Rulai will stay at third. Spartans just a triple short of hitting for the cycle here in the inning. Randy Stiegel out of the dugout. He is standing in front of the railing here, so I'm assuming Martin can't retire Lala. It'll be his last batter. Lala, the only Spartan to record an out in this frame. He grounded out to post at first. First pitch to Lala. Low for a ball. Martin's 1-0, 2-0. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. See if Nick Long comes out for the bottom of the fifth. I would think they would like to at least try to get him 5 innings so he qualifies for the win. One of my least favorite baseball scoring rules. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 men on, 1 out. Top of the fifth. Spartans 8, Eagles 1. Martin's 2-2 to the leadoff man, Lala. That one's hit to right. Cold Snow coming in. He'll make the catch. Runner tags from third. He will score. And the errant throw will allow the runner, Winkelmeyer, from first to move to second.
Now batting, number 2, Drew Earhart.
Brings up Drew Earhart. Shortstop. One of the few Spartans not to have a hit in this game, actually. The only Spartan yet to have a hit in this game. He did walk earlier in this inning and score. But no base hits yet. First pitch is a called strike from Martin to Earhart. Throwing error by Cold Snow, the second Eagle error today. Martin's 0-1. That one's hit towards third. Lakes is going to tag out the runner going from second to third for the third and final out. But 7 runs for the Spartans in the inning. It's 9-1 Tampa. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
Nick Long is indeed out there for the 5th inning for Tampa. He will face the Eagles' 9-1-2 hitters, Trio, Martinez, and Hoffman. If anyone reaches, Zach Colchino will come to the plate. Trio 1 for 1. First pitch, swinging and fouling it off. Tampa leads Embry Riddle 9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch swung on and missed. Long's 0-2. That one got away from him. Held on to that one a little too long. Got away from him a bit. One ball, 2 strikes. Fly to left, shallow left. Earhart going out. Glancy coming in. Glancy makes the catch. That's out number 1. Martinez will step in. He's 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts on his ledger.
Now batting, number 5, Andrew Martinez.
One ball, 1 strike here to Andrew. That one's hit to left center. Center fielder Lala drifting back. He makes the catch. He was shaded to the left for Andrew Martinez and puts that one away for the second out. 2 away for Hoffman. Hoffman 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out.
Now batting, number 8, Nick Hoffman.
Next pitch will be Long's 70th. First pitch to Hoffman misses off the plate. Always hard, I would imagine, for a pitcher to be in a groove, 2, 3, 4, 5 innings in, and then all of a sudden you got to sit for 25, 30 minutes because your offense is scoring runs like crazy. Obviously, you want that to happen in one respect, but in another respect, it's hard to come back after that after having such a long layoff. One ball, 2 strikes here to Hoffman. Hoffman fouling off a couple of straight pitches from Long. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one's hit to right fielder Cumbo. I'm not sure he had to move. Either way, it's 3 fly balls to the outfield, and the Eagles go quietly in the 5th. We go to the 6th, 9-1 Spartans.
the Spartans, number 19, EJ Cumbo.
Keegan Perez, the new Eagle pitcher. First pitch he throws is smacked into right by EJ Cumbo. Cumbo now 2 for 3 in this game. Perez's numbers, this is his 6th appearance. 5 2/3 innings, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Opponents hitting .250 against him. He has a 1.59 ERA. Looks like we have a pinch hitter, number 23 for Tampa. That's John Malcolm. I'm assuming he'll probably stay in and play first for Sullivan. Malcolm had a sac fly pinch hit in game 1. First pitch to him. Misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 6th inning. Tampa leads Embry Riddle 9-1. Perez wears number 6. Last worn by Cody Forster for a couple of years. Some other notable names that have worn number 6 in the past. Richie Cormier, Robbie Ratliff, Hunter Brule, Vince Papke all the way back in 89-90. First couple Embry Riddle baseball teams. 2-1 from Perez. Good pitch, but stays high, 3-1. Perez out of Castleberry, Florida. Lake Mary High School product. The 3-1 to Malcolm. Oh, swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying. Malcolm had to go retrieve that bat and maybe a little more pine tar in his gloves or on the handle of the bat. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs, top of the 6th, runner on first. Payoff pitch to Malcolm. Right back to Perez. He'll go to second, get the out there. Wasn't a good throw. It was a great job by Vittoria to pick it and keep his foot on the bag. Probably should have been 2. Instead, it's a force out at second for the first out. Looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter, number 9 for the Spartans. Nunez, he started game 1 at short. He will also probably stay in. I'm assuming he will probably play short, and Earhart will move to third. Could be 2, 4. There should be 6, 4. Throw to post, pulls him off the bag. So another fielder's choice. Another lead runner retired. 2 away for the DH, Giovanni Lorenzo. Lorenzo, 3 for 3 today. 2 singles, a double, an RBI, and a run. Looks like Reynolds is going to come in and replace Post.
Now batting, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo.
Nunez at first. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Perez will check on Nunez over his shoulder. First pitch to Lorenzo. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Fouled off by Lorenzo. Way out of play. Somebody walking in the parking lot. Covered their head. Way away from you, buddy. That one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez comes set. Just off the plate. Count goes full. Nunez will be off on this pitch. Pitch is inside and high, and it'll be a walk. Brings up the left fielder, Luke Glancy.
Now batting, number 29, Luke Glancy.
First pitch swinging is Glancy, and fouls that one back out of play. Over our heads here at Sliwa. One ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 6th. Perez trying to work a clean inning here. At least a scoreless one. The pitch to Glancy. Chop foul. Perez 1 strike away from retiring the side here in the Spartan 6th. That one's hit to left and through. Nunez will be sent around third. Martinez's throw from left is just a little offline. Probably wouldn't have been in time anyway. RBI single for Lorenzo, or excuse me, for Glancy, and it's 10-1 Tampa. Josh Rulai will be the batter.
Now batting, number 25, Josh Rulai.
Rulai, 1 for 3. RBI double back in the 5th. Also a strikeout and a line out. Perez is 1-0 to Rulai. Breaking ball, called strike. Two and one, the count. 2-1. Tough hop over Reynolds' glove. Another run will score. 11-1 the score.
Now batting, number 16, McAllister Jorgensen.
Going to have another pinch hitter, number 16, McAllister Jorgensen. Two runs in here in the inning for the Spartans. Perez trying to get out of it. First pitch to Jorgensen. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. Is action in the Eagle pen. The 1-0. Too far inside, 2-0. Two and one. Half-hearted swing there from McAllister. Waved at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, 2 runs in for the Tampa Spartans. Number 1 team in the country. 28-3 on the year, 13-1 in the SSC. That one's hit to right. That one's going to drop. Another run will score. Rulai is going to go first to third. Jorgensen has an RBI double down the right field line. It's 12-1 Tampa. Looks like Lala's going to hit for himself, so no pinch hitter yet for the Spartan center fielder. $16 hits now for the Spartans in this one. Lala's got a couple of hits today. Perez has started a lot of his batters out with balls, and so he's been pitching from behind most of these at-bats. The 1-0, foul tip. Looks like he's back to the windup here with runners at second and third. Perez is 1-1. Breaking ball stays high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count even 2-2. Nova Southeastern and St. Leo tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Florida Southern still leads Rollins 2-1 in the top of the 9th. That one's ripped foul down the first base line by Jordan Lala. That one's hit to left center. 2 more runs will score. Lala will dig for second. And he will get in there. I think that's going to be an error on the center fielder Trio for mishandling that baseball. Lala was not going to go to second until Trio mishandled it.
Now batting, number 2, Drew Earhart.
Brings up Drew Earhart. 14-1 Tampa here in the top of the 6th. 5 runs here in the inning against Keegan Perez. Time called by somebody. Oh, ball got loose from the Eagle pen. Looks like. First pitch to Earhart was a called strike. Earhart's still the only Spartan starter without a hit in this game, if you can believe it. These last 2 Spartan half innings have taken probably close to an hour combined. Now 1 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Perez has had 2 outs for 6 straight batters. Still hasn't been able to get that last one. The 1-1. Called strike. That one's hit to right. That's going to get in. Earhart has his first hit of the day. Lala rounds third. He will score easily. 15-1 Tampa. And that's going to do it for Keegan Perez as John Karanka is out of the dugout. We'll have a pitching change. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network. All right. I think we got everything. I hope so anyway. First pitch from the new pitcher, Tyler Shaw, is taken to right by Knutson. Earhart moves to second. So let's try to reset some things here. Eagles made, a few substitutions. Justice Burke in left. Elias Campbell in center. A.J. Marinello in right. Lake stays in at third. Law is the new shortstop. Coker at second. Reynolds stayed at first. Cameron Martinez is the new backstop for the Eagles. And Tyler Shaw is the new pitcher on the bump. John Malcolm is the batter. He is the 11th batter here in the frame. He actually reached on the fielder's choice earlier in this inning. Shaw is 1-0. Is ripped to right. That's going to get down. Earhart will score. Knutson will stop at third. It's a double for Malcolm. It's 16-1.
Now batting, number 9, Anthony Nunez.
Brings up Nunez. First pitch to him was a called strike. Unfortunately for Keegan Perez, his 1.59 ERA entering the game will not stay that low. The 0-1 from Shaw to Nunez stays high, 1-1. Perez, 2/3 of an inning, 6 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk. The 1-1 from Shaw to Nunez misses low, 2 balls and a strike. Shaw's 2-1. Make it 2-2. The 2-2 from Shaw to Nunez. Popped up, shallow left, actually in foul territory. And nobody can get there in time. "20 hits for the Spartans in this one. 16 runs. They put up back-to-back 7 spots. Still 2-2 to Nunez. Called strike 3, and I think that was, if anything, that was a get out of the inning call from Shannon Jernigan. We will take a break. 16-1 Spartans. Bottom 6 coming up.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Forsyth. Leading off for the Eagles, number 17, A.J. Marinello.
A.J. Marinello will lead things off against the new Spartan pitcher, number 24, Braden Forsyth. Knutson is in right. Jorgensen is at second. Nunez is at third. And Malcolm is at first. So those are the Spartan defensive changes after a lot of pinch hitting in the top of the inning. Marinello, the new Eagle right fielder, has fouled off a couple of pitches here from Forsyth. Forsyth's numbers on the year. This is his 10th appearance, 17 and 2/3 innings. 8 earned runs, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts. .215 batting average against. He's got a .408 ERA for Tampa. Tampa's already matched their season high in hits with 20, and they've scored the second most runs of the year with 16. Season high was 17 against Florida Tech a few weeks ago. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Marinello, who's hitting .188 for Embry Riddle. Spartans lead this one 16-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Count runs full to A.J. Marinello. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. Not sure if I mentioned it in the top of this inning, but the Eagles did have a new catcher. Cameron Martinez came in. Can't remember if I had mentioned that or not. Wearing 36 today, but he's number 58 in my scoring software. The Eagles don't have enough uniforms for the number of players on the roster, so each day it's a different number for some of those guys. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Forsyth trying to put away Marinello. He won't, and Marinello will draw a walk. Brings up Josh Reynolds. Book is closed on Nick Long. He went 5 innings, 1 run. It was unearned. Walked 1, struck out 4, gave up 4 hits, and he is definitely in line for the victory. He'll improve to 6-0. First pitch to Josh Reynolds is a called strike. I should say he'll improve to 6-0 unless the Eagles can score 15 runs over these next few innings. The 0-1 from Forsyth. That one's hit towards third. Nunez picks it. Throws to second there. Gets the out. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. Nice pick there by Nunez. Two-way, and the batter will be Tyler Castelli.
Now batting, number 3, Tyler Castelli.
Castelli now will become the new designated hitter for the Eagles. First pitch to him. Misses off the plate for a ball. Spartans have used 15 players in this game. Eagles have used 21. That one skips in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Forsythe's 3-1. Walks him. 2 walks in the inning for Forsythe. Batter will be Cameron Martinez, who is a career 1,000 batter. He's 1 for 1, and that one was a triple.
Number 36, Blaine Hogue.
First pitch to Martinez is a called strike. The 0-1 to Martinez from Forsythe. 0-2. The 0-2 to Martinez. Misses low for a ball, 1-2. That pitch just off the plate. Count even 2-2. Nobody up in the Spartan pen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that hits Martinez in the helmet. So Martinez will keep his sterling career 1,000 on base percentage. Greta Villarreal out of the dugout, Eagles athletic trainer. Let's see, Martinez might. He says he's okay. Looks like they're going to pinch run with Jax Banco.
Pinch running for the Eagles, number 1, Jax Banco.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the war in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
So we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Spartans to start the 7th. Number 28, Parker Schlichty. Let me make sure I'm saying his name right. Yep. Parker Schlichty, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, St. Thomas Aquinas High School product. First pitch from the new Eagle pitcher, Tyler Stefano, is a called strike. They get 0-2. Benko does stay in to catch. Jax Benko came in to replace Cameron Martinez after Martinez got hit in the helmet with a pitch. Max Law grounded out 5-3 to end the inning. 1 ball, 2 strike here to Parker Schlichty. Looking for his first hit of the year. 0 for 4 thus far. Foul tipped into the glove. Stefano strikes out Schlichty for out number 1. Brings up Luke Glancy.
Now batting, number 29, Luke Glancy.
16-1. All Tampa in the series finale between these two clubs. First pitch from Stefano, too far inside, 1-0. Stefano's numbers this year: 1-0 in 11 appearances, a 5.87 ERA. 7 2/3 innings. 5 earned runs, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .267 against him. He's behind 2-0 here to Glancy, the left fielder for UT. Make it 3-0. Scoreless through 3 in this getaway game. And then it was 2-1 after 4. And then the wheels came off just a tad for the Eagles. 7 spots for the Spartans in back-to-back frames. They lead at 16-1. It's going to be a 5-pitch walk here from Stefano to Glancy. That'll bring up Rulai, the catcher. Rulai 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Not a bad day at the office.
Number 25, Josh Rulai.
First pitch from Stefano to Rulai. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. That one's hit through the hole. It's short. Base hit for Rulai. He's 3 for 5. Brings up McAllister Jorgensen, who got a pinch hit in the last inning. Doubled. Brought in a run. Scored one himself. And then came in to play second base. First pitch to Jorgensen from Stefano. On the way. Right back up the middle. Law will get there. Step on the bag. Throw to first to complete the double play. Eagles have had a couple of 6-3 double plays in this inning. Unfortunately, they're down 15 runs. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 44, Richie Lakes.
Richie Lakes will start the Eagles' 7th. After him, it'll be Elias Campbell, Justice Burke. First pitch to Lakes is a called strike. Braden Forsyth still out there for the Spartans. 16-1. Spartans lead this one. Eagles hit the road on Tuesday to travel up to St. Augustine to take on former longtime rival Flagler, at least when they were in the NEI in the same conference. Still a little bit of a rival as Lakes looks at strike 3 at the Division II level, but not quite as much as they were, obviously, when the two teams played regularly in every sport in conference play. Okay, so this is Burke. So he put them... Coach Stiegel put the Eagles in different spots in the lineup. I'm going to have to switch that. I'm going to take a break here as I try to work on that. Thanks for your patience.
40, Elias Campbell.
I think I got it switched. Oh, Braden Forsyth was one pitch away from an immaculate inning. Here's the 1-2 to Elias Campbell. Swing and a miss. Oh, one pitch away. Forsyth could have had an immaculate inning. Either way, it's a 3 up, 3 down. Struck them all out. We go to the 8th, 16-1 Spartans.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
New pitcher for Embry Riddle, number 37, Tristan Harley. Right-hander's numbers on the year. 7. This will be his 7th appearance. 4 1/3 innings, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. 8.31 ERA. Opponent's hitting .278 against him. Jordan Lala will lead things off, the Spartan leadoff batter. First pitch to Lala is a called strike. Tampa 16, Embry Riddle 1. Top of the 8th here at Sliwa Stadium. The 0-1 from Harley. Make it 0-2. Harley, the 6th Eagle pitcher used in this contest. .24 players overall used by head coach Randy Stiegel. Lala stays alive by fouling that pitch off. Harley's 1-2. That one got away from him a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lala 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, a run. Tampa with 21 hits overall, their season high. That one's ripped. Oh, Law unable to snag that one. Lala gets his 4th hit of the afternoon. Drew Earhard, the batter. Earhard 1 for 4, an RBI, 2 runs.
Now batting, number 2, Drew Earhard.
That one's hit to left. Brings up the right fielder, Knutson. It's been a hit parade for the Spartans ever since the 5th. That one's fouled off, out of play. Good job by Stefano to work a clean inning in the 7th. Oh, and 2 here to Knutson. Pitch from Harley. In the dirt, gets by Banco. It's going to be a wild pitch. Will allow both runners to advance. That one's hit to center. I'll bring in a run. Makes it 17-1. Looks like a lefty is starting to throw for Embry Riddle down in the bullpen. John Malcolm steps into the box. That one's hit to the left. That's going to get in. Earhart will score. It'll be 18-1. Batter will be Anthony Nunez.
Now batting, number 9, Anthony Nunez.
First pitch to Nunez from Harley. Big swing and a miss there from Nunez. Oh, and 2. Oh, 2 off the plate. In the dirt. Runners are going to stay put. Count runs full to Nunez. 18 runs allowed, biggest this season for Embry Riddle. Called strike 3. Nunez goes down looking. That's out number 1 here in the 8th. Seventh most runs allowed in an Eagle game program history. Parker Schlichty steps in. First pitch from Harley to Schlichty. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. Harley's fooled the last couple of batters. Nunez and now Schlichty. Just misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 25 hits allowed, by the way. Ties a program record for Embry Riddle. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So if the Spartans get one more hit in this game, it'll be the most hits ever allowed by the Eagles in a game. Luke Glancy, the batter. First pitch to the Spartan left fielder. Hit pretty well to left. Left fielder going back. That's Justice Burke. He'll make the catch to retire Glancy. 2 more runs score. It's 18-1 Spartans. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
New pitcher for Tampa is Dalton Ross. Number 33, a right-hander. 3-1 in 14 appearances this year, 3 saves. 22 innings of work, 7 earned runs, 7 walks, 33 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .207. He has a .286 ERA. Kind of a side armor. He'll face Coker to start things off for Embry Riddle. First pitch fouled away. Marinello on deck and Josh Reynolds in the hole. 18-1 Tampa here in the bottom of the 8th. Count even 1-1. 18 runs on 25 hits. 1 error. Embry Riddle 1 run on 4 hits, 3 miscues. Spartans head up to Cleveland, Tennessee next weekend to take on the Lee Flames. Embry Riddle travels north as well, but not quite that far. They just go about 45 minutes up 95 to St. Augustine. Take on Flagler, the 2-2. Check swing popped up to second. Jorgensen. He's there. One away. Brings up A.J. Marinello. Marinello walked, but was erased on a double play back in the 6th. First pitch from Ross to Marinello. Just off the plate. 1-0. Looks like St. Leo has taken a 5-3 lead over Nova Southeastern. That game's getting late. Florida Southern did end up winning against Rollins 2-1, so the Mocs take the series over the top 10 Tars. Not a lot of offense in that series. Looks like St. Leo ends up winning the game against Nova 5-3, so that's the final. Lions take the series over the Sharks. And Tampa will take the series over Embry Riddle. Well on their way to a 3-game sweep. They're up 18-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The number 1 team in the country will stay number 1 in the next week's rankings. I'm certainly going to vote him number 1. Spartans and Wingate have kind of gone back and forth over the last few weeks on who's going to be number 1. That ball's ripped up the middle. Marinello gets a base hit. Brings up Josh Reynolds.
Now batting, number 23, Josh Reynolds.
Reynolds looking for his first hit of the day. First pitch. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. Two and out. Three and 0. Three and 1. Josh 0 for 1 in this game. In game 1, he was 0 for 3. Did have a sac fly, though. Back-to-back, not back-to-back walks, but a walk issued here to Reynolds. Marinello singled. 2 on for Tyler Castelli, the Embry DH.
Now batting, number 3, Tyler Castelli.
Castelli walked in his first plate appearance. It's going to get by Rulai. Wild pitch moves the runners up. One 0. It's going to get a run in. Jorgensen to first. 18-2 the score. Jax Banco will grab a bat, and I think this might be Banco's first collegiate AB. Yes, he's only come in as a pinch runner before. And obviously he's caught today as well. This is his first college at-bat for Jax Banco. The 0-1 Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. That one's hit the left. That one should get down, and it will. RBI single for Banco. Eagles cut the deficit to 15 runs. Banco now batting a cool 1,000 in his career. First pitch to Max Law is a called strike. That pitch was low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball too far inside, says home plate umpire Shannon Jernigan. He's been behind home plate for a long time today. The 2-1 from Ross. Swing and a miss. First pitch was 4:41 p.m. We're coming up on about 7:30 here in a few minutes. Called strike 3. Law goes down looking for the third and final out. Eagle get a couple. We go to the 9th. You're watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the war in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
Eagles will bring in Joe Balsam here to try to get 3 outs in the 9th. Rulai will lead things off for Tampa. Balsam, the Eagles' closer. Only reason he's in is probably because he needs some work. Obviously, when you're down 15 runs, you typically don't need your closer, but Balsam will have an 0-1 count, make it 0-2 after that big hack from Rulai. 18-3 the score here at Sliwa Stadium. Tampa will finish off the sweep here of the Eagles. That one's hit to pretty well right center. And going to drop in between Marinello and Campbell. Leadoff single for Rulai. That'll bring up Jorgensen. Tampa will improve to 29-3 on the season and 14-1 in Sunshine State Conference action. The win will go to Long. He'll improve to 6-0. First pitch from Balsam to Jorgensen is fouled away. The loss will go to Spoljarik. He will drop to 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jorgensen goes down swinging. I'll bring up Jordan Lala. I'm assuming. Nope, we're going to have another pinch hitter. This one's going to be number 13 for the Spartans.
Now batting, number 13,
Alex Passarella, junior out of Howard Beach, New York. Listed as a right-handed pitcher, so quite possibly could be his first AB of the year. Yeah, looking at the stats, and I do not see his name in the offensive category, so he is gonna get an AB here. First pitch is a called strike from Balsam. One ball, one strike to Alex Passarella. Passarella, a junior out of Howard Beach, New York, like I said, transferred in from NYIT. Balsam's 2-1 offering. Fouled back. Count even 2-2. Yeah, in fact, Passarella has appeared in 10 games on the mound with a 3.75 ERA. 2-2. Fouled back again. Stays alive in the AB. Two balls, two strikes, one out, runner on second. Hit towards Law, and that's going to be a base hit. Almost impossible for Law to pick that one. Puts runners on the corners. Let's see, looks like they might pinch run for Passarella. Yep, number 17 will pinch run at first for Passarella. That is Michael, make sure I say his last name correctly, DeMo. Drew Earhard in the box. First pitch to him from Balsam is off the plate, 1-0. Too far inside, 2-0. By the way, the 27 hits here by the Spartans, the most ever allowed by Embry Riddle in a single game. That one's hit. It's going to be hit number 28. Run will score. It'll be 19-3. Brings up Knutson. Knutson, 2 for 2 with an RBI.
Now batting, number 31, Kian Knutson.
First pitch is a called strike here from Balsam to Knutson. 19-3. Spartans over Embry Riddle in the ninth. That one's ripped. Law makes a nice pick. Throw to first in time. 6-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Eagles need 16. Eagles down to the last 3 outs. They trail Tampa 19-3. It'll be Lakes to start things off for the blue and gold here in the 9th. Lakes 0 for 3 on the afternoon. First pitch is a called strike from Mr. Ross. Dalton Ross still out there for the Spartans. One ball, 2 strikes to Richie Lakes, the Eagle third baseman. Nick Long went 5 innings, 1 unearned run, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits. Braden Forsythe through the 6th and the 7th without any runs or hits. Lakes watches strike 3 go by. And then Dalton Ross has pitched an inning in the 3rd now. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Justice Burke steps in.
Now batting, number 27, Justice Burke.
First pitch to Burke. Hit foul. That one's popped up. Is it going to stay in play? I don't think so. Oh, never mind. I lied. Malcolm makes the catch right in front of the dugout for out number 2. Elias Campbell represents the potential last out for the Eagles. Tampa's going to sweep the series from the Eagles, 3-0. 4-0 on Friday. 9-2 in Game 1 today, and then 19-3 here in the finale. First pitch is swung on and missed. Like I said, Long will improve to 6-0. Tampa will improve to 29-3 overall, 14-1 in the SSC. 0-2, Campbell behind Dalton Ross. Number 1 team in the country came to Daytona Beach and proved it, especially their pitching staff. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ross closes it out, and that'll do it for the Eagles and the Spartans. 19-3 the final. Spartans sweep the series. Thanks for watching the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.